When you walk into the room, you can see that the probe station is on the yellow table, and it's formed of three main parts. The metal base is attached to the table and cannot be moved, and there are 5 micropositioners. These 2 are from Signaton. They are the best among those 5, and it can be used to probe the smallest structure in your device. And those 2, comparing with Signaton, is less accurate and can be used to probe larger structure in your device. And this one is the most inaccurate one, can be used to probe the largest structure in your device. Let's take a closer look at the micropositioners. Taking the Signaton, for example, it has a probe which is connected through the wire to this end, where you can connect to the circuit or to the test equipment. And the probe can be moved in 3 degrees of freedom, where it can be operated through those buttons. And so this one can be used to operate the probe backward and forward. And this one can be used to adjust the probe to the left or to the right. And this one can be used to adjust the probe to the upside or to the downside. And this one is also used to adjust the probe upside and downside. Comparing with this one is more accurate or more precise. So this one is a cross tune, and this one is a precise tune. Now we're taking a look at this one. So it also has a tip, and you can turn this one. It also has a tip where you can move the tip with these 3 buttons. So this one is used to adjust the tip to the upside and downside, and this one is used to adjust to the left and to the right. And this one is used to adjust to the backward and the forward. So this micropositioner is the same as this one, and this one is the same as this one. So then the last one also has 3 degrees of freedom to adjust the probe, where you can move the stick. You can move forward, backward, and to the left and to the right, which means the probe will be moved left, right, forward, backward. And also you can move the probe to the up and downside through this button. The last component is the microscope. In order to use the microscope, you need to power it. So there are 2 ways. You can power it with the DC power supply, and also use a computer USB supply. So today I'm going to use the DC power supply through here. Okay, so after it's been connected, press the button to turn on the power. Now you can see the microscope is turned on. So in order to demonstrate it, I put a chip in the middle. So I'm going to use to probe the yellow metal pad of the chip. You have to see the pad more clearly. You can magnify the image by, first of all, use this button to bring the microscope down, and then use this button to change the clearance. See, the image has been magnified, and use your hand to move the chip to the middle. Okay, so we are going to use the Signaton to probe this pad of the chip. So first of all, you can see that this probe is pretty far away, and you can so this tip can be moved. Use your hand, so just bring the probe closer to the chip. Be careful, don't touch the microscope or anything. And you can also use your hand to move the whole macro positioner closer to the chip. It's gonna be very heavy. So meanwhile, you should observe in the microscope to see if your probe has been in the range. So see, now it's gonna touch the microscope, so I'm going to bring the probe down by a little bit and continue to move that inside and observe the microscope. Okay, now you can see the probe is within the scope. And so you can now use the cross adjustment to bring the probe tip down. Observe the probe in the scope. You can see that when the probe is getting closer to the chip, the outline of the probe will be getting more and more clear. So after a cross adjustment, you can use the precise adjustment to continue bring the probe to the device. But at this moment, just don't touch the probe with the device. Bring this down. You can see it's more and more clear. And then you can use the backward and forward button and the left and right side button to position the tip to the pad where you want to probe. So I'm going to move that forward. See, so now the probe is getting too closer to the tip, to the device. I'm going to lift it by a little bit. Okay, so continue to move that forward, and also use the left and right side button to move the tip of the probe to the position you want to probe. And when it's about to be the place, use the precise upside and downside tune button to contact the probe with your device. Just carefully. So you may want to know, when the how do I know if the tip has been contacted with the chip? So since there is metal in the yellow part, so if your tip is attached with the metal, you move the tip by a little bit, then the tip will scratch the metal. So there will be a scratch left on the metal. That means they have contacted. So I'm going to use the left and the right side button to adjust the tip to the left and the right, just a little bit, and be careful. You can see that there is no scratch, so that means they haven't contacted yet. And I'm going to continually bring that down by a little bit, and use the left and right side button to check if they have contacted. Now you can see there is a little scratch. That means they have contacted. So now I have successfully propped the chip with the micropositioner. So you can use this end to connect to the test equipment or the circuit. So after testing, you may want to separate the probe with your device. So first of all, you need to lift the probe with the precise tune, and be careful you are right with the direction up. So this side, you can see that the outline of the probe is getting more and more unclear. That means it's getting far away from the device. And after that, you can use the cross adjustment to continuously lift the probe. Be careful with the direction. So this side is up, so lift. And when it's far away from the device, you can now move out your device. So this is basically the whole process of probing. You can repeat the process of all 5 of them if you need 5 probe stations, probe micropositioners.